As always, there are a lot of massive events happening, and wait until you hear what King Charles just announced. He just announced that there is going to be a digital ID in the United Kingdom. Now, apparently, this is voluntary for now, but that's how it always starts. It starts as something voluntary, and then it moves to something that is mandatory. And again, this is all by design, and best believe this is coming to other places, including the United States, in the foreseeable future. Why do you think they are building all of these data centers?
My ministers will also proceed with the introduction of digital ID that will modernize how citizens interact with public services.
So as you heard from that clip, he is literally talking about the digital ID. And again, something else that was once deemed a conspiracy is happening right in front of our faces. Again, it is always truth in plain sight with these people every single time, and they are constantly showing you exactly what they are about and what they want to accomplish. And they want this future where a digital ID is put into place, and it is going to start out as voluntary. Then it's going to move to mandatory, and it's first going to be just a digital ID like on your phone and stuff like that. And then it's going to move to the phase where it's going to be implanted underneath your skin, because this is all setting the stage for the mark of the beast. This is their end goal. This is their end phase, and it's coming sooner than anyone probably expected. Obviously, though, it's by no surprise, because remember, think about this. We are not far off from Agenda 2030. You know, Agenda 2030, you will own nothing and be happy. I know I talk about that a lot on different shows, but I mean, obviously, this is all part of their ploy. This is all part of their scheme, their grand scheme, because they want their final AI takeover by any means necessary. They want this mark of the beast system put into place. So this is why you are seeing things happen currently the way that you are. This is why you see the economy in disarray. This is why you see gas prices through the roof. This is why you see food prices through the roof. This is why you see everything happening the way that it is, because again, as I've even stated on multiple different occasions and multiple different shows, this is all about their order out of chaos, and they are going to stop at nothing in order to have this happen. And something else I wanted to discuss in today's show is a lot of people have been noticing how time has been flying by recently. Like, it literally seems like no matter the time that you get up, it is already nighttime again. You know, it's just wild anymore how time is just zooming by. And we know that in the Bible, it talks about how the days will be shortened. And it really seems as if the days have been shortened. And it seems like when it's Friday, it's already Friday again. And, you know, you get where I'm going with that. I mean, it just is wild how time is just zooming by. And it really seems as if days are merging into each other. And again, this is all tying into the end times.
Man, what is going on with the time lately? I've seen a lot of videos about it, and I just started realizing it yesterday. The time is flying by. It's flying by. I feel like I've aged 20 years in the last year. I noticed it when I was looking in the mirror last night. Wrinkles, the bags under my eyes, most of my hair is gone. What's going on? I woke up this morning at 3:45. I stepped outside, tweeting and chirping. And I've heard this rumor going around that time's going by faster. And it seems like you wake up and you're already tired before your day starts. And the day goes by so fast. Next thing you know, it's dinner time, then you're back in bed, and then you're back to work again. It feels like you can't enjoy anything. I went to bed last night at 9 o'clock. Woke up at 3:30. And I feel like I haven't even gone to sleep yet. The weeks are flying by. I just turned 50 in January and we're almost halfway through the year already. It seems like the year just frickin' started. Something's going on. The minutes, the hours, the days, the years are flying by. And I don't know how to describe that. But something's changing. I don't know if somebody did something, but I feel like we're all getting old way too fast. And I don't know how to slow it back down.
I heard that.
Somewhere in 2020, something happened. Anyways, I'm a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, but check this out. The 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, watch how many seconds are in the minute.
I don't know.
Alright, here we go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13
No.
Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi, 21 Mississippi, 22 Mississippi, 23 Mississippi, 24 Mississippi, 25 Mississippi, 26 Mississippi, 27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi, 30 Mississippi. So it's 6 or 7 seconds faster than me already, so it'll be about 15 seconds faster than me on the whole minute. So it's only 45 seconds how we used to know them, using the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. It's weird, but it's real.
Time has been going real fast, guys. Don't you agree? Shh. Shut up! Could it be that there's now 45 seconds in a minute? This is what that guy said, and a lot of people has been saying this, guys. Something's up with the time, and I would not know because I did not invent time. I mean, are you really on time? Shh. Shut up! What if you was never on time or late? You just show up when you show up. I used to do that 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi thing back in the days. You seen it. Something's going on, guys. And they've been saying for a while that time doesn't exist, so it doesn't matter. Shh. Shut up! But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. Let me know if you think time has been moving faster than before. Let me know. I'm out.
Time is just moving so fast these days, man. Time doesn't even feel like real. And it feels like you eat, sleep, go to work. Eat, sleep, go to work. And you repeat the same cycle. And it just feels like everything is just getting so, like, tight. Ever since 2020, man, everything has just been getting so tight. And there's no middle ground. There's no middle ground. And it's crazy, man, how fast time is. Like, we're already in May. We're in May. Next thing you know, it's gonna be freaking Thanksgiving. Like, time is just, it's crazy out here, man. It is crazy how fast time is moving.
And something else I wanted to talk about in today's show, a lot of people have been noticing this for a couple of years now, and it seems like it's been happening ever since that eclipse that happened not too long ago. People have noticed that the sun looks different. People have noticed that the sun doesn't seem the same, that the sun seems hotter than usual, and that the sun color looks different. It looks white because people remember growing up that the sun was a yellowish color, but now it looks white. It looks almost like an LED light. And again, the sun seems hotter than usual too. And again, I don't know what is going on with the sun, but this is a sign of the end days.
There is no sane way to say this, and I'm going to sound crazy, but it makes sense in my head. But I genuinely believe that from once 2019 finished and we entered 2020, it feels like somebody replaced the bulb in the sun, and instead of it being a soft, warm yellow, they've replaced it with a white LED. I know that sounds cooked, right? Like, I'm not saying like literal, but that's how it feels. That's like when so many people say like, dude, things just feel different. That's the only way I can explain it.
I'm calling it now. We're gonna see a lot of animals die this year. But not just animals, plants and everything else living. And TikTok is my opinion. This right here is not normal. A couple of days ago, I wondered why all of our plants were dying until I took out the infrared thermometer. I'm gonna show you that in 1 second. All these plants just burning to a crisp. I went to Texas last year, right in the summer for a ministry trip, and it was about 115 degrees outside, right? My front yard with this sun is hotter than it was in Texas in the summer. And before people say, oh, you're a baby, it's just some heat. I was a welder for 7 years and worked 12 hours a day in the sun welding. Never bothered at all. I've always done very well in heat. But this is a different heat. 82 degrees, and the greenery, the plants were 110, 115. It's like living beings. Living beings are the ones picking up more heat from this sun somehow. And in Revelation, it talks about how the sun will scorch mankind in the earth. No, I don't think that's happening now. I think it's a parallel like everything else we're seeing. Plants will show signs of heat stress and even start to shut down at 105 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, it was 82. The plants were hotter than the road and the sidewalk. Make that make sense. What about y'all? Does this seem different to you too?
And that was Moon Henry on the second clip you watched. Shout out to Moon Henry. And even people in his comment section on X talked about how the sun is, burning up their trees and stuff like that. This person right here, this woman right here said, yes, my large pine-like trees are dying. I've never seen this before in 7 years. It really seems as if stuff is dying. It really seems as if stuff is burning up. And again, God is not going to destroy the earth with water. It is going to be fire next time. It is going to be fire because this is what the Bible talks about. The last time the earth dealt with a flood, a massive flood, now it's going to be fire. And this is why all of this stuff is happening. This is a sign of the end days, the end times. We are surely in the end times. Jesus Christ is coming very soon. And again, I believe this is why people are noticing this. Look at this right here and notice the logo, sunrise. And in the middle, it shows a, dark orange looking sun. I mean, right there, people probably thought nothing of this. And then now look at the sunrise logo. It is a gigantic white looking sun. And that was by no coincidence because again, they always show you truth in plain sight every single time. But I believe that's why all of this is happening. The digital ID, time speeding up, the sun looking different, acting different, burning up stuff, because all of this is setting the stage. We are definitely in the end times. We are definitely in the end days, and time is being shortened. Time is winding up and things are going to continue to get crazy. But just remember this, that at the end of the day, God wins. God has the final say on everything, and trust God and do not be fearful. Trust God. As always, please like, comment, and share.